Well, God, recently we've, well, Supreme King here, recently we've been, he's been showing me all these deck profiles, and
They've seen some YouTubers.
yeah, what the fuck's wrong with you guys? Seriously, I can make a zombie deck better with my ass. Like, come on.
Yeah, like other ones you see are like Blue Eyes, and that's like terrible. It's using Malefics, and that was like done poorly. And it's always the same cards you put in the deck. Like you put the same cards in your deck. Like I was on Duel Network the other day, and I basically made a deck, 40 card deck, 15 card extra deck, 50 card side deck, just to kind of prove a point that you know, like all these cards people put in their deck. Like every deck now is almost every deck. There's like Raigeki in there and Mirror Force and all that in there. And the whole point, and then somebody replied back saying, "Oh well, that deck won't last long." And I said, exactly, because this is the kind of decks that people make. Like you put like 8 or 9 monsters in the whole deck. That's it, and the rest are spell and traps. And like what the heck? And like 15 extra deck monsters. Like extra deck cards require at least 2 or more monsters, and you'll only have like 9. So how's that out? And it's always like the same extra deck cards too. So.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
But it was not to try to build a crappy deck. It was just basically just to prove a point that those cards suck. That type of deck building style is terrible when you're mixing cards together. And people know what cards you put in your deck, so it's the so-called staple cards.
What the fuck's a staple card? What? Okay, so sorry to break in here, but yesterday when I was here, there was tons of people talking about like counter trap card, or like countering trap cards, and they're like, "Oh well, this is the best one." Actually, the best counter trap card out there would be Tachyon Transmigration. You can play that right out of your hand. Hello?
It doesn't destroy the card, just sends it back in the deck though and shuffles it up though. So
yeah, it's the best one. But it's still a counter trap card.
Yeah.
Like for instance, it's like, oh well, Mirror Force. Well, I'm gonna activate Transmigration.
Like, there's another thing too though, like with the 6 Samurais. Like if you have Great Shogun Shin and Legendary 6 Samurai Shin in the field, like Great Shogun Shin makes you only play 1 spell trap per turn, and then Legendary 6 Samurai Shin will negate that card.
Yeah.
Like that's a good thing. Like that's what I'm trying to teach TKO about too with 6 Samurais.
Yeah.
But then someone's like, well, Shien can't negate counter trap cards and destroy them. I'm thinking, if the counter trap cards played first, Shien can still like negate that if that was the one they played.
Mm-hmm.
Like if let's say he plays those 6 Samurai and then you negate a Solomor and destroy it though. Well, Shien can negate that card and destroy it, and that counts as being activated. Someone said, oh well, if it didn't fully go through, they can still play another one. It's like, no, you can't. That was play on the field, it was activated, and it got negated and destroyed, so that still counts as your 1 card per turn you're allowed to use. So you can still negate counter traps, because people are saying, oh, it's a spell speed 5, or speed spell 5. Speed spells, those things using turbo duels, you dumbasses.
Not feet on the ground.
Those are trap cards, can you not tell colors?
Yeah, like I was about to say, isn't that fucking for spells, not trap cards?
Speed spells are friggin' things in turbo duels, not like counter traps.
Yeah. Like, so the whole thing why I flipped out at the beginning of this video is because I just watched Galactic God's video on his zombie deck profile. Now, yes, I get your whole idea that Zombie World is, you know, badass, but what happens if I use Vampire Kingdom and then I used Field Barrier? Nothing in that deck could allow him to destroy Field Barrier. Why? Because I have tons of zombies that can fucking block that attack, and plus I have Pumpkin Princess. Now, yes, that card was around at that time, and yes, that card is fucking awesome. Why? Because I use it to my fucking advantage when people want to be a dick. One time, I got 30 rounds with somebody, all their monsters went to 0. Yeah. Don't fuck with me with zombies. Plus, I also had tons of other freaking magic cards. Magic cards, not really that... You don't really need that many magic cards in the zombie deck. It's really true. You really don't.
Well, there's the ones like you can choose if you want to do like the burn damage ones, like use that ever living underworld cannon.
Ugh.
I choose I Call the Mummy, Life, Zombie World, Vampire Kingdom.
Yeah.
Like when zombies first came out, I used Wasteland because that's the only field spell.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then like
there wasn't
Pumpkin King the King Ghost was like their one I'd use. And,
yeah, same here. He was pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah, and like
back in his day though.
Yeah, like if you want to make a good zombie deck, this is what you do. Like if it's gonna be mixtures, like take the first structure deck, the Zombie Madness structure deck, take the second the Zombie World structure deck, and then add vampires to it, and then like the 5Ds ones that made too, like the Synchros and the Plague Spare.
Yeah, I don't have Plague Spare. I don't have any.
Add those to it. That's a really good zombie deck. Or if you want to make a different one, like do vampires and then do like whatever else.
Yeah, like Xyz, like.
And now there's gonna be now there's like Shunays, which is like fire zombies.
Yeah, like me and Supreme King here just recently found out those Shunays. As I look deeply into the art, they look a lot like the undead Six Samurais. I kid you not. They're probably like the evil versions
of them. Some of the cards
have
like art styles in it though too. Like it kind of reminds me a bit of like the Fire Fist cards a bit though.
Mm-hmm.
It reminds me a bit like those cards, so
they could be doing like the undead archetypes sort of idea, like how I hope they would.
Like after something off in our anime too.
Shaman King. It seems like Yu-Gi-Oh is taking a lot of ideas right now from different animes. As an otaku like myself, it just still amazes me. Like they did a Star Wars and a Wizard of Oz. I'm like, okay,
we'll get to that at some point though, because that's not something we got to talk about.
Yeah, but like I said, it's just like, why are they doing that? Because Wizard of Oz and freaking Star Wars are having 2 like new movies or what? Well, if that's gonna fucking happen, why don't we do a fucking Vanguard archetype? Yeah, let's do that because they're getting a new movie.
Yeah, you guys talk about this deck, though, Cosmos. Apparently, it's like we'll get the balance, but since out of balance, they like murdered like 4 decks. Now it's like the only deck left is like Cosmos. Everyone's like gonna use Cosmos now. Well, it's not the top deck now. No, any deck can be.
I haven't lost with my Tachyon yet.
And honestly, I've seen the Cosmos. They're not terrible, but they're not the best out there. They're in the middle. And depending on the person who uses them too, but you people keep putting all these cards in your extra decks that have nothing to do with Cosmos.
Yeah.
They're psychic and machine cards. They're light and dark. So why are you putting like 11 Big Eye in there and like Draco stack? Well, they're rank 7s and these cheapo rank 4s, and they're like, they have nothing to do with the deck.
Yeah.
There's no extra deck Cosmo cards. Get rid of those. And then the 2 cards I saw the most were Vanity's Emptiness and Solemn Warning. One that negates a summon or spell and trap card, the other one prevents anyone from special summoning. 2 of the most cheapest cards they have. That doesn't even be in there.
Yeah.
That takes no skill to use. Oh, I special all my best cards. I'm gonna play Vanity's Emptiness now. You can't do anything except normal summon. That's cheap.
Yeah, that is pretty cheap.
And everyone out there now is like, I saw someone's like said, oh, if you want to win the game, you have to play Cosmos. I'm not in it to win. Like, I'm gonna build a deck because I do like the theme of it too. It looks cool. I'm not using it because I want to win. No, the cards are cool. And I'm not gonna pull those cheapo cards. It's gonna be a pure Cosmo deck, just Cosmo cards only. And maybe emergency teleport or something that supports the psychic cards, and maybe like lunar removal to support the machines. But that'd be about it. But yeah, like any deck out, like that deck usually beat my other deck too. It's not the best one out there. And the fact that everyone's playing that deck, and that's what's the best deck out there, and then when someone plays Cosmos and they play it, like, lack of originality. Build your own deck.
Mm-hmm. Like,
which I'll get that at some point too.
Yeah, like, when you ask me what kind of zombie deck do I make, I say just mixer. Like, really, all zombies go together. They're fucking zombies. Like, come on, seriously. What's wrong with fucking just mixing zombies? Oh no, we Gotta put all fucking tier 1 cards. Okay, well, if we're gonna put tier 1 cards, I better put tech counts in there.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, sorry, that's tier 5. I am so sorry. I forgot.
Anyway, I guess I go on the next part too about the whole tiers and stuff too.
I think we talked about this like the last video.
I'll go over something quick though too. I did see a video starting getting a little annoyed over a card popping up after each wearing like dark contract. Dark contract with the gate.
I think it was one of your DD cards.
Card for the DDs. It would basically take 1,000 damage and you stay my face, but then you also search a level 4 Lord DD monster from your deck out to your hand. Which you need to realize too, some of the extra cards allow you to gain life once they're taking damage, and there's like a trap where you can destroy it, gain 1,000 life points for when you destroy it, and then draw a card for each when you destroy it.
Yeah.
Watch better if you watch the anime, so that's what you people need to do.
Sub.
Watch the sub anime, watch Reggie Duel, and you'll know how to use that deck really well, because it is an awesome deck.
Yeah, even when I saw it, I was like, oh, this is kind of interesting.
It's cool to have like they're doing more for fiends, because
yeah, and they all have king.
Yeah, they all have king, and that's why I like them.
Yeah,
like dark fiends, kings. I'm thinking this is like this reminds me of like evil heroes.
Yeah. Like it has a theme. So
yeah. And it's like different dimension demons, but it's not to be mixed with the previous different dimensions, because different dimensions they're all about banishing cards. These ones are just about fusion, synchro, Xeon, pendulum.
Yeah.
Just basically spawn the field, a bunch of different methods, and just like beat them in one go. So it does a lot, and it takes a lot of skill and knowledge to use, because it's not really easy to do. Because in one turn, I set the pendulum skill, I penalized on a bunch of monsters, and I did fusion, synchro, and Xeon in one turn. And if you watch the anime, Reggie did the same thing too. So it's really awesome deck. Raid Raptors too, that's their one turn make too. Really awesome deck too. And Odd Eyes, another awesome deck I love too. Those would be my top 3 favorite decks from Arc 5.
Yeah.
You already know yours.
Yeah.
Which they're making that soon too.
Yeah. That's another thing. Like, as me and Supreme King here have been talking about, we've realized that there's a few cards that they actually haven't made in the old series. Like, as soon as I fucking realized it, they didn't make Steel Claw, or what the fuck it's called, I forget what the hell it was, when Rex mixed it with, equipped that magic card with Red Eyes to get an extra boost in its attack. Almost as strong as the fucking Blue Eyes, I think it was. No, I think it went equal to Blue Eyes. I think, I'm not too sure, I'm not being positive, but they never made it, and I'm just pretty much sitting here like, why did not make that? That'd be a really cool card to have for dragons.
Yeah.
Like, just make it for dragons, or like Dragon Beasts, Beast Warrior, like, because it's a claw, right? Or even Winged Beasts.
Like, there was some Harpy cards that make. Of course, you can't forget the main archetype that didn't come in, Orichalcos. We didn't see that at all. We saw like 2 cards. There's a Blue Eyes Fusion or something they didn't make though. That was like Tyrant Winger and like a Critias card. And then there was, of course, Big Bang Blow Dragon, the one Emerald Fusion didn't get. And there were some more cards I can't remember about. Oh yeah, some Dark Vision cards I didn't get either. But
yeah.
And even GX too, there's a lot there too. 5 usually have that too. Zaxel and Arc 5, there's still some that we haven't got yet either. So they do need to make these too.
I'm just glad that they finally got like pretty much all the freaking Red Eyes cards out. As much as I freaking argued online about it, I'm just glad they finally fucking did it.
Oh, we're still missing one that was not using the anime at all.
Yeah, but you know what I meant.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess next thing you should probably talk about too is this would be another message too though. Well, as we're talking about that card about the person ripped it up though.
Yeah, sorry for getting off topic.
Yeah. I basically have to reply to that to say, you know, I can't believe you ripped up a good card. It's a good card, as I said before. And honestly, show some respect to the card game itself. That's disrespectful. You think you're cool because you just did that. That card has value to it. But of course, it's not a foil card like you people want. You want foils.
Yeah.
We don't go by foils. We actually personally like commons because they don't get all like U-shaped in that. And it only off top again. But yeah. I think you're so cool doing that, but you're not. You know, show some respect to the card game. That's about all I said. And then another thing too is like the most recent ban, which we'll get to soon, but I had a comment about that too. So I'll actually be quick about that. And this is what I said. I don't like to play by the ban list. I've never actually liked it, and I like to play in Unlimited, which is basically you can have like 3 of any card in a deck. So Strauss being banned, I'd have 3 Strauss in my deck. Like for your case, Future Fusion being banned, you put 3 in your deck. So, and then I said, to me, I play Yu-Gi-Oh for fun because that's the point of the game. Because if you look at the definition of what a game is, it's to have fun. There's winning and losing, yes, but it's just to have fun. It's not about always winning in business, because this is the other thing too. Some people seem to think that, oh, if they have a card in their possession that's like $100, they're going to sell to make money. If you only have 1 of that card or 2 or 3, don't keep it. That's for your decks. I have a card called Cosmo Farm Bill. It's a $90 card. I'm not going to sell it because I need it for my Cosmo deck. So, anyway, it's about having fun. It doesn't matter to me whether I win or lose. All that matters is having fun. Tiers and meta don't exist in my opinion because any deck can be good. It all depends on the person using the deck. Deck size doesn't matter, and I find it irritating when people put others down for using a 60-card deck. I like playing 60-card decks, and I still win duels. Not that winning matters. Because deck destruction, you can't forget those decks are out there, and if duels drag on longer, at least you don't have to worry about your deck running. And then you have more options to put in your deck too. It annoys me when people play the game just to win and for business, and how they only play the so-called best decks out there and copy off one another. Like, have some originality for once. It's annoying seeing almost everyone using the same cards in their deck. For example, right here, when I build decks, I'm original about it. And that was my reply to the ban list that most recently came out.
Yeah. I think you put that on Cyber Night, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not really anyone pay attention to it though, so there's like one that said good for you, and then one the card ripped and someone said ha ha ha. Well, it's not funny.
No, it's not.
You're not cool, you're lame. And as for that, that's what the game's for. In the anime, you get to play Monster Reborn. Oh, that card's banned. So
Monster Reborn's a good card.
I have 3 in my deck, my main deck. Even X-Steven or Hawk Animal, he puts that card in his deck. He has Dark Mission of Chaos in his deck. Banner Knight, still put in his deck.
I'd have Future Fusion.
Now they banned Super Polymerization. I still put that in my deck.
I don't get why. Just because it's a fucking Shaddolls.
Yeah, like on the ban list,
sense.
they basically hit Shaddolls, Nekroz, Cleaforts,
Dragons.
Burning Abyss.
Yeah.
Those 4, the ones that hit.
Well, they always hit dragons.
Those were the 4 decks we were seeing constantly non-stop, which is why it was like getting boring, stale after a while. It's always those 4 decks on sleeves. Now you kind of, and doing that was not really the smartest idea, because now this format, I guess you want to call it for people who care about winning, is just 1 deck Cosmos. I heard people say Magispect is in the form of Pal Mages or something. I don't know, some pendulum deck. But honestly, mixing is not smart, and Magispectors mixing that with something else is not really smart either. There's not very many cards for those decks anyway, and the more dominances, the odd eyes and magicians over the form pals. So, but seeing just Cosmos, I'd rather see 4 than 1. But even still, I don't want to see either. I want to see like a bunch of different decks. So they kind of really did wrong that way.
Yeah.
So it really sucks though, because they really destroy those decks too. And Shaddolls I like using not just because they're good, it's just because it's a fusion deck. I like using fusion cards.
Yeah.
And I know some people said it's to the point that they make decks to the point they're unplayable, and I agree with that too. I like the fact of playing Unlimited because then you can actually play a deck to its fullest extent. Because now if you want to use Shaddolls, you can't use El Shaddol Construct. El Shaddol Fusion's at 1, and they just really destroyed that deck.
They destroyed a lot of Dragon decks.
Like Dragon Rose, that deck is just gone now because they destroyed it.
Everything.
You can use the little ruler guys, but the other ones are banned.
Yeah, which makes no sense, all because everyone kept using 11 big guy. That's not even a dragon, and it doesn't make sense why people do that. That ruins the game for other people.
Like, you're making brag all these destruction cards like Dark Hole and that, like the 2 and stuff like that, but And those cards take no skill to play. It's like you play it out, there you go. No skill there. To play out like a dragon, you got to read the whole paragraph. And I know we had this probably discussion before, but
Yeah, we had like tons of those discussions.
it's like those cards don't take much skill to use. They're just too simplistic. You know, I like the cards that actually, you know, you really got to learn them. And all these new Mirror Force cards too are just stop it. Stop making them. Like now the new the most recent ones made like one where it sends them all back to their hand, the one that destroys them all, and your opponent you both take like damage or something like that, burn damage or whatever. And the next one flips them all face down, like, and they have to stay face down. Like, stop that. We don't need any more cheapo cards. Like, what next? You're gonna make Dark Hole archetype, a Raigeki archetype, Torrential Tree archetype? Like, just stop doing it. Because that just, and then, oh yeah, the Solemn cards, that's the one too. Solemn knows it's called. It's like Solemn Warning only pay 1,500 instead of 2,000. Now everyone's gonna be like, oh, that's just going putting through my deck. I'm like, why? And then Cyber Dragon Infinity's the new Cyber Dragon Z monster.
Yeah.
That's me in everyone's deck now.
I
Because
don't get why.
because it has the ability of number 101.
101, what's that?
One where it's like you detach like 2 materials, you take their monster and it becomes a normal unit.
I'd use that card. Why? It's a Cyber Dragon.
That goes to your Cyber Dragon. It doesn't go into other decks.
I still need
If
it.
you think it goes to your Tellarknight deck, it does not go there.
If you think it goes with any other deck, don't. It goes with Cybers. Like, that's
And I
why
know
they make
people say-
archetypes.
And then you people are going to say, oh, well, you can't make us one of that. I'm thinking, well, the point is you're mixing cards together that don't work. You keep, whatever happened to originality? Like, everyone now these days just wants to mix decks together and see, oh, what does this mix work? It doesn't work. Stop trying to mix decks. They don't mix. If you're doing like mixing Odd Eyes and Magicians and Performer Pals, that works because they connect to one another. Or like that kind of thing.
Fiends and Zombies. They work. You just gotta use the right cards.
Like dragons versus zombies when you have that one dragon like fusion, you know, that's fine. And like heroes, you know, mixing heroes with other heroes, they work too. But when you're mixing decks that have nothing to do with one another, it's just ridiculous. That's not the point. You're trying to be all cool and make up your own deck idea, and it just blows up in your face.
Yeah.
And I hear stuff like Dino Rabbits and other like weird names out there. It's like Teladads, like, huh? Like, really?
Yeah.
I like, for me, I personally like the way that people in the anime do it. Like, that's how I do it.
Yeah.
You know, they use pure base decks though. They don't use cheapo cards, and that's fun. Like that, I enjoy. Like, going on Duel Network, watching duels, it's just like the same cards. Like I watched a duel where someone's deck was running low because they kept on stalling each other out and playing cheapo cards or whatever. And then like someone had like 2 Dark Holes and stuff like that, and that was just like, ooh. Which actually brings our point to another zombie deck I saw recently too. They had Magic Cylinder in the deck, and they had Dark Monk Z Dragon in the deck. And I used my Odd Eyes cards on them. And I obviously won because Odd Eyes Vortex Dragon. Negate Magic Cylinder, destroy it.
Well,
Negate Dark Rebellion Z Dragon's effect and destroy it. And that's how I won, because I love that card. So, and then they recently changed the effect so now you can only use it once per turn though. Just like I did Tachyon, so it's like you can only attack on monsters. And
That really pissed me off.
it's like, put butchering cards effects. That's, leave them as is, and be like, oh, they're too OP. Well, it's kind of the point of the card.
Well, don't get buttered about it. Like, for fuck's sakes, Tachyons were supposed to, like, they were supposed to go and dominate every single deck. Let's fucking face it. That's why they made Tachyons. It was supposed to dominate. And fucking people kept complaining. And it's quite upsetting.
Yeah, it is.
We're pretty much almost at 3 minutes. Do you just want to end it here?
30 minutes?
3
30 minutes?
or whatever. Yeah, we should end it.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, that's, you know, and then some people say ban cards because they're OP. Well,
Yeah.
just because they're OP doesn't mean you ban them, because you ban a lot of cards, so. But, anyway, I think
That's all the time that we have for right now.
okay. We'll be doing more, of course, these discussion videos too in the future, so.
Yeah, since now that I live in town, which is good. So make sure that you don't make crappy decks. And if you see a Tachyon Dragon on your field, I bet you it's probably me.
Yeah, and the other thing, I'll point one last point into is some people complain because like cards like the Red Eyes cards and like the Odd Eyes cards make it and Tachyon, so they make it so somebody can't play the game because it keeps negating cards, destroying them.
That's the point of the deck now.
Yeah, that's the point. Like what he wants to do, like just give into your Mirror Force and Raigeki that too, like. So it's just people don't know what they want with the game really. So.
Yeah.
Now remember, it's for fun.
Yeah. Alright.
When you have fun, you win. So.
Alright, well, this is Dragon King.
And Spring King.
And we're both signing out.